Plenty of on-court, off-court intrigue in Midwest region. Kansas City, MO. AP the last, they also exemplify everything wrong with the game. Top-seeded North Carolina survived unscathed one of the worst academic fraud scandals in NCAA history. Their opponent in the other semi-final, second-seeded Kentucky and coach John Calipari, who has headwinds vacated at both Massachusetts and Memphis, takes on number 3 seed Houston, whose coach Kelvin Sampson was hammered with a 5-year show cause penalty after a myriad of recruiting violations at Indiana. No wonder so many critics think the game is in the gutter. There are some things that are wrong with it, things that take place that are inappropriate, acknowledged Pearl, who was hit with a 3-year show cause penalty of his own after lying to the NCAA about recruiting violations during his time at Tennessee. That's the business of college basketball, Pearl said. The reason why Pearl doesn't hide from his past. Nor is he naive. He does ask this question, though: what do you want to focus on? That's because there also are plenty of positives in Kansas City. The Tar Heels 29-6 are the nation's third highest scoring team, relying on a mixture of one-and-done stars and been there, done that vets. They race up and down. It's the way we've always played, North Carolina coach Roy Williams said. When I played if the Tigers 28-9 slow down Carolina, they might topple another of college basketball's premier programs. Auburn already does. As usual, the Wildcats 29-6 have no shortage of star power, with bruising Stanford transfer Reed Travis, sharpshooters Keldon Johnson and Tyler Harrow, and leading scorer P.J. Washington. I don't know yet. I am trying to. Houston 33-3 might not have the same name recognition, though Corey Davis Jr. is a legitimate star but has lived up to expectations in blowout wins over Georgia State and Ohio State. Indeed, there is a lot to love on the court in Kansas City. Plenty to forget. Injury updates: North Carolina guard Kenny Williams' hamstring, said he'll be ready for the Tigers, but forward Nasser Little is questionable after missing practice all week. Meanwhile, we'll see, Kentucky coach John Calipari said. 3-point frenzy led by Bryce Brown. Auburn has made 421 three-pointers this season, the 4th most in Division I history. But this is no mere. They shoot a lot of threes. They make a lot of. Still as sweet. It took Sampson 5 years to get Houston to the Sweet 16, and that means it's been 16 years since his last trip with Oklahoma. There was a stint, but you look at all the great programs that haven't made it the last 2 years or 4 years or 5, it's because it's not easy, Sampson said. It's a grind. Follow the leader. Many veterans would balk at joining a young team, but Travis said that was one of the biggest draws about Kentucky. The 5th-year senior: I thought it would be nice to have a younger team and have some leadership presence, said Travis, who has likewise improved his own draft stock in Lexington. Phi Slamma Jamma: the last time the Cougars made the Sweet 16 was 1984, when they reached the second of back-to-back championship games. Those were the days of. We respect all of the tradition and history that our program has, the Cougars' Armoni Brooks said, so hopefully being able to live up to that is one of our main goals. More AP college basketball: http://apnews.com/collegebasketball and http://twitter.com/aptop25. Related slideshow: best photos of the NCAA tournament provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.